What's going on, Ad Labbers? Ben Atkins here, and if you can hear me coming through loud and clear, do me a quick favor and say hey in the box for me. I hope you're doing really, really well today. I hope you're excited about hanging out, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun. And then I'm gonna get you in and out of here pretty quick today, but I want to show you a funnel that pretty much worked for me like crazy back in the day when I was, doing the chiropractic thing all the time, and pretty much works for anybody that we put it into effect to. Now, real quick before we get started, something to keep in mind is the funnel that I'm going to be showing you guys today. Like I said, it's been working for years, but it can be applied to dental too. And I mean, I know it can be applied to a lot of different things. I had a friend that ran this sort of setup for a car dealership, and I've had people run it for restaurants, but the things that I use it most for in real life, on my end at least, are massage and dental type stuff. So we're going to go through that and we're going to rock it out. Now, I'm not going to keep you long today. We're going to have probably 20 to 30 minutes today, depending on questions. But I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, show you how to use this thing. And like I said, if you've seen this before, maybe you have, that's cool. This is something that, though, continues to work, and it's always worth a reminder if you have. If not, then I'm going to show you how to go help a chiropractor or a dentist make a whole lot of money. And if you can use your imagination a little bit, you'll be able to see how this can work for a lot of different types of folks. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to be talking about today is this really, really cool sort of funnel that we built a long time ago, and it got people through the door, and it got people through the door really, really quickly. It's based on Facebook ads, and it's based on autoresponders and people picking up the phone and calling. There's a little training involved because you have to train the front desk of whatever office that you're working with, sort of a couple things to do, but overall pretty easy to do, and it gets great results. So let's dive in, let's get started. So to set the stage a little bit, you're going to have a chiropractor who wants to get more patients through the door. You're going to have a dentist who wants to get more patients through the door. And the problem that you're going to run into is that you want to give something away. You want to put something in front of people that gets them through the door, but does not make your doctor, your professional, look like they are giving away the farm, that they're, you don't want to destroy their brand. And that's where chiropractors, dentists run into problems, because anytime that they give anything away for free that's their services, they start to look like the cut rate guy working out of the mall. And, there's nothing wrong with working out of the mall, but most of these people went to school a very time, and they don't want to destroy their credibility, destroy what they've worked so hard for. So you have to be careful. You can't just give away free exams. You can't just give away, stuff like x-rays, things like that, because number one, you run into issues with state law, but number two, that it really destroys the credibility. So before I get started, let me just go ahead and say this. Never, ever, ever discount or give away anything that a doctor is doing. Let me repeat that and just say yes if you understand that. Never give away or discount anything that a doctor is doing. Does everybody understand? Every time you do that, and I'm talking about, we're talking folks that went to school for a long time, have to have this professional demeanor to do their job correctly. If you give away something for free or discounted of theirs, you're in trouble, okay? Because you are going to probably get some results, but it's not going to be the right kind of people that you want. But number two, you're slowly destroying the credibility of the person that you're working with or for yourself. So when I do this, understand that we are sort of doing extension type things and giving away things that are also in our offices, but we're never giving away what the doctor's doing, okay? And the reason is we want to make sure we establish credibility. So a couple things that I want to say before I start switching slides on you and going through this. With a chiropractor, what I like to do is I like to make sure that that chiropractor brings in someone that they can discount their services, and it's not a big deal. So massage therapists are really great things to have in a chiropractic office. And if they don't have one, they can go hire one. It's worth it, okay? With a dentist, they've got hygienists, they've got assistants that can do teeth whitening. And with that, you can give away services but you're not destroying the credibility of the doctor. I would venture to say don't even do this with the hygienist. It's something that the assistant should be doing with the teeth whitening. And not to knock dental assistants. They're amazing, but it's one of those things where it's not going to be hurting the credibility. Hygienists go to school a little bit longer, and dental assistants are starting to go to school a little bit longer, but with both of those levels, at the very least, you're not hurting the doctor, because even if, you know, you put your hygienist or your assistant into a position to where they're doing some stuff that's free, the doctor's still in a position, as long as you've got the top level of that organization in a position of authority, you're okay. Okay, so before I get started, does everybody understand what I just said and we're clear? I want to make sure that we're good to go on that, and we're okay, good. So the example today I'm going to give you is for massage therapy, but this particular funnel, as I said, can be applied across the board. So let's start in, let's actually go through how this works. So this is an actual ad that I ran. It says Delenti Chiropractic Family and Wellness Center, but when I ran it, it was Atkins Chiropractic. So you just have to sort of do that. Now what I was doing is I was running a Facebook offer. Okay, so it was an offer style ad. You don't have to run an offer style ad. You can run just a straight clicks to website ad. But the idea behind the offer ad, if you can still pull that out, and it's one of the least used ads out there, it always worked really well for us, is you can go in and you can actually get people to click a button, and when they click the button that says get offer, what happens is Facebook will email them. Now, how many of you realize how powerful it is to have Facebook email the person that clicked on something? So they just got to click on it, and Facebook's going to send them an email with details on your offer. So you got Facebook emailing for you when you do this. So that's kind of benefit number one of this. Number two is when you do this, it sort of has this nice how many people claim the offer type thing. So what we did with the chiropractic office is we would offer a free massage. Now, this wasn't a free big hour-long massage. This was a chair massage that people would come in 15 minutes, enough to get the idea of what's going on, something that did not take up too much of our resources, and they'd come in and they would get some cool stuff. So this is the ad that we put out. We'd put it out on our page, and we'd boost the post, and this is the kind of ad that gets lots of shares, gets lots of likes. It's an ad that's pretty easy for people to get on board with, okay, because everybody wants a massage. Same thing with teeth whitening. Everybody wants whiter teeth. So far, so good. With an ad like this, everybody understands sort of what we're doing to sort of attract interest. When we target it, we were mostly targeting females. So our target market for chiropractic was usually around females ages 30 to 45, okay? And that's the same for massage, so we would target that. Teeth whitening, same sort of deal. I always like to target females with that because even if they're bringing a guy in, you got the females doing the decision making. Okay, so give me a yes in the box real quick if you understand that. I'm going to take a drink. Good? Good? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So that's our ad. That's what we're putting out there. Nothing too fancy. I want to show you stuff that we've actually used that was live and people have responded to. Okay, so here's the page that they would go to. Okay? It's a little video that says something to the effect of, hey, we're giving away a massage, and here's what it is. So if you look below the little button where they could actually either opt in with Facebook or they could opt in just with an email list, what it is, and you can just have an email list below that just as easily. What it is it's giving away the massage, but it's actually giving them sort of what they're getting. So what they get is they get a consultation about your neck or issue, so they get that. They get a chair massage, and they get refreshments. Now, a consultation is not an exam. A consultation is not a X-ray. A consultation is not typically anything that's too crazy here. But what they're getting is the doctor basically walks in and says hi and says, how you feeling? You know, are you good? Anything that we should know about before, you know, it just meets them. This is never something where the doctor is going to spend an extended amount of time. It's basically the doctor coming in and say hi. Does that make sense? Now, let me ask you something. When the doctor comes in and says hi and the person that came in for the free massage were to say something like, I've been having trouble with this, is that a good thing if they start giving the doctor that information? Of course, it sets up the doctor being able to have more interaction with the patient. But most of the time, somebody comes in, they don't know the doctor, they just came in for the free massage, they're going to say, hey, now I'm good to go, I'm going to go check this out, because they don't trust the whole setup yet, especially because it's a free massage, so they'll just say hi, okay? But this is what they get, nothing crazy. That's what the landing page looked like. It was ugly. You can make a much better looking one today. When we did this, it was very early on. But that's the video basically says, congratulations on the free massage. this is basically what you get. So just sort of did this and they opt in. So far so good. Step 2, when they get on the next page, here's what they've got. This video is going to tell them to go check their mail. Now, why do we have them go check their mail, and why do we not just give them a coupon? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Why would we make them check their mail and not just give them a coupon on this page? What happens if we give them a coupon? What happens if we give them a coupon? If we just give them a coupon, they're just going to straight up redeem it. Are they going to redeem it? Is that what's going to... Are they going to redeem it? Or do you think it's just going to get lost? What do you think? Do you think that they're actually going to redeem it most of the time, or that it's just going to get lost? It's going to get lost. So here's the deal. We tell them that to actually get their massage, they've got about a 48-hour window to actually redeem this. So 48-hour window to actually redeem this. And to do that, this is what we say in the video, they have to go check their email. Now, when they check their email, it means that they actually got our email. So we know that they're going to check their inbox for stuff from us. When they check their email, they're going to get the confirm link and instructions on how to book their massage. Okay, so this gets us in their inbox so that they can actually check it. Now, here's where it goes from there. After they see this, they go check their inbox. We have about 4 different autoresponders that are going to be set up. So 4 different emails and one autoresponder that's going to be sent their way. Okay, would you like to know what those autoresponders say? Give me a yes in the box if so. Would you like to know what those autoresponders say? Okay, so let's go through that. Here's number 1, right after they opt in. Hey, from the doctor, Dr. Atkins from Atkins Right. If you're getting this email, you're now eligible to take care of this. And to claim your massage, book it within the next 96 hours. So we list the features and benefits. Book it within the next 96 hours. Call this number to claim your massage. Now, why are we having them call a number? Why are we having them call a number? Now, dentist office, same thing for teeth whitening. Why would we have them call a number to actually claim it? Because if they call a number, we can actually get them on the books as an appointment, which is much, much different than just giving them a coupon. Make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Good. So the idea is to claim this, they got to pick the phone up. Now, not everybody that went through will, but the people that do call, and trust me, you're going to get calls like crazy. The people that do call, you get to put them on the calendar. You get their phone number to call them back. If they miss their appointment, it's very powerful. So that's number 1. It's sent pretty much right after they opt in. Number 2, sent 24 hours after they opt in. It's a don't forget subject line. Dear friends, Dr. Atkins here. I'm just reminding you have less than 72 hours. Call to book your free massage now. So it's just scarcity, and we're reminding them of the scarcity. Features, benefits, numbers, 72 hours. Little PS, this has been insanely popular. Our phone's been ringing off the hook. Make sure you call as soon as possible. Spots are filling up fast. Super simple. The next one, send it 48 hours after message number 2. So you've got a day gap in here, okay? So message number 2 goes out. You get about a day or 2 gap. 24 hours left, massage package. Same ball game, scarcity counting down, call to book. So we're going to get more people here. Finally, message number 4, we send it 24 hours with left. Dear friend, Dr. Atkins here. We're officially closing down our free massage package deal in less than 4 hours from now. All you have to do to claim is to call here. So we're combining using email, using Facebook ads, and using our front desk when they call to get them booked into the system. This is how you make sure you get this to work. You don't give out free coupons. Same with teeth whitening. Make them call and book. So they call, and our receptionist picks up, and our receptionist says, yeah, sure. Most of the time when people call, they're going to say, what's the catch with this free massage? And the receptionist says, there's no catch. You come in, it's a 15-minute chair massage. You'll come in, you'll probably meet the doctor in the office like for 2 seconds, and then the therapist is going to take care of you and get you taken care of. Here, what time would you like? We have this time open on Wednesday, this time open on Thursday. Which works better for you? So when you train the receptionist, typically what we do is we give them 2-day options and 2 time options on each of those days. So we give them something to pick that's at our convenience because it makes them look more busy even if they're not. Does everybody understand that? So the receptionist does a very key role of making sure that it's easy, there's nothing that's too crazy. We get them in. The receptionist will say, get there probably 5 minutes early. We got a little bit of paperwork for you to fill out. It's 1 page, and then you're good. Super easy. Okay, let's keep going. Here's what the actual first visit looks like. They come in, they fill out the paperwork. Part 2, they're just going to meet the chiropractor or the dentist. So as I said, they're just going to come in and say, hi, I'm welcome to the clinic. Here you're in for the free massage today. Anything that the massage therapist would need to know about or we need to know about before they sit you down for the massage? No, cool. Have a great massage. They walk out. It's just to build trust. Then they're going to come in and they're going to do a 15-minute chair massage. It's the free thing with the therapist. Or they're going to do sort of the teeth whitening that they came in for. Okay? Then when they leave, we give them the snack and water. They come back to the receptionist. Okay? Now when they come back to the receptionist, what are they going to ask? What do you guys think? What are they going to ask when they come back to the receptionist? Typically when they come back to the receptionist, they're going to ask what they owe or something like that just to make sure that they're good to leave. Okay? Now the receptionist says, no, you're good to go. There's nothing there. But what the receptionist is going to do in this particular setup, they're going to walk them through what we call our red letter campaign. How many of you have ever heard of this red envelope, red letter campaign before? You've heard me talk about it. So this is basically how it works. It works a little something like this. Before they leave, after they said, do we owe anything? The receptionist says no. The receptionist says, but we have this for you. Everybody that comes in for the free massage, we give you this. And just make sure you don't open it until you get home. Never makes it home. They always open it out in the car. And what this basically says is come in for a full massage. You just got the 15-minute massage. But if you'd like the full massage, the hour long, it's usually $70. But if you book in the next 48 hours, 24 hours, 72 hours, if you call and book within that time, you can get it for just $30 or half off, basically, is what we're doing. The reason we do this is why? Well, we know if we can get someone to come in a second time to the office, that they're locked. That's their office, even if they've never seen the chiropractor, never seen the dentist before. With dental, you're going to do something like, for your second treatment, which makes the teeth whitening more effective. It's normally this for the second treatment, but you can get it for this and make it something that's super easy to get them through the door. Now, you may be saying, well, Ben, if they're seeing the hygienist, if they're seeing the assistant, if they're seeing the massage therapist, they're still not seeing the chiropractor, so how does that help? Well, this is where you train your hygienist. This is where you train your assistants. This is where you train your massage therapist, that they should be looking for things that are out of their scope. Okay, so if there's a cavity, they should say, we should have the dentist look at this. You've got some cavities that could get worse. Or you've got some things going on in your back that, massage is going to help in a small way temporarily, but you probably I need to have the chiropractor look at this because it could be something that they could actually help and help you get rid of for good. So you have to train your people that are sort of those portal of entries to actually help you out. By the way, would you guys like to know the conversion on this red envelope type situation? Of all the people that come in for the free massage, guess how many people that got the red envelope actually booked a second appointment and actually paid money? It was right around 65 to 70% of people that came in actually booked a second appointment and paid. And it's a very high number for those that actually turned into chiropractic patients. So one more thing that we did, and this was just a sort of a bonus, is for those folks that came in twice, we actually had a membership that we offered for the massage so that we could build the massage up to a membership where they would pay $5-10 a week, and if they did that, they got their massage at a discount. So if a massage was $70, if they were part of the membership, they would pay weekly, but they would usually get their massage for 30, 40, 50% off because they were automatically getting billed. So instead of paying $70 for a massage, they'd end up paying $40 or $50. But that was guaranteed cash for us, so we didn't mind. Okay? So that's it. That's the ball game. Does anybody have any questions about what we just did or how this benefits the chiropractor or dentist? What questions do you guys have? That's all we set up. It's a simple landing page, an autoresponder sequence powered by a Facebook ad, and we make sure that to claim this freebie thing that we put in front of them, they call the phone. But what it does is it puts them in the office, but it protects our main person from giving something away for free. I tried to get through that quick. I tried to cover everything. Does everybody understand? And what questions do you have? If anybody has any questions, let me know. Like I said, I want to make sure I got through this fast so you can watch it fast, replay-wise. But if you got anything that you want to ask. Okay, so one of the questions that we're getting is about how much are you spending on the Facebook ad? This is what's so great. Typically, we would throw like $20 in to get that ad started. Nothing crazy, but just enough to get it out in front of people. If they already liked our page, great. But we would typically aim at the local market, typically aim at people that, were females, and we're around the age of 30 to 45. That's where we were aiming, okay? And about $20 to get it started, and you could always reboost that up if you wanted to, okay? Good. Another question is, what happens if you do this for a client and it's not converting? Almost 99% of the time, 1% maybe not, but 99% of the time, if you have this and it's not converting, it's typically because people are calling and the receptionist is doing something wrong, okay? And I have this happen a lot. The people are picking up the phone, they're calling, and either the receptionist is not calling them back if they leave a message, or they're not saying something right. So if you're getting phone calls, then, yeah, you want to make sure that something's right there. Now, how do you track this sort of thing? Well, typically, if they're claiming a free massage, you know where it came from. But I always like to run the calls through a tracking number. So what goes out in the email is typically a tracking number so that when people pick up, we have a little thing called whisper technology so that before the office picks up, the office is going to hear a message that says, you have a new lead from so-and-so company on the free massage package, so that they know and they can track it internally that you're sending them results. So you can even run this for free for an office and get paid per lead if you did something like that, because you can track it from your system. All right, good. Good. All right, I'm not seeing any more questions come in, so I'm going to let you guys run with this. Like I said, I've had people run this for car dealerships. I've had people run this, and with car dealerships, it was a free test drive, and they would give you $100 to go on the test drive. The crazy thing about that is they were running for high-end cars. We're talking $50,000, $60,000. Within a couple weeks, they sold 2 cars. It was worth the dealership giving away a couple $100 to get people in for a test drive, because when people do a test drive, especially if it's a higher-end car, they buy a lot. So they would do like a night out, get a night out in the new car, take it for a test drive, and yeah, here's $100 to go do on your night out. That's how they did it. You can do this in multiple industries, though. All right, cool, guys. Like I said, I like keeping these short and sweet. I like when you guys can come in, learn something, get out, go use it. This is the kind of thing that when we run for a chiropractic office, it's a great opener, and we can do this for a few $100 for the chiropractic office that leads to higher-end services down the road. So there you go. I'm sure you can think of some other ways you can do this. Like I said, a nice little thing that I can put in front of you. What do you charge? Typically, this is my in-the-door thing, Keith. And the reason Keith says, how much do you charge for this? What I do with this, Keith, is my foot in the door. Cool about this, Keith, is when you show people how this funnel works, they're going to want to have you run it. And you want to make it as low pressure as possible. So I'll typically charge, a few $100, $400 or $500 for this, to run this for a client. And I guarantee some results. Because if they don't get results, we give their money back. The thing is we want to put this up there because it works so well, get paid, but we'll get results. But then, Keith, you want to transition into more of a long term. So I tell them, hey, if you want to run this every month, We typically run it for $500 a month, and we'll guarantee you get this many people through the door, or you don't pay the full amount. Something like that. Simple, easy, gets you paid monthly, and you can run it in multiple markets for multiple chiropractors. All right. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Any other questions before we get out of here? All right. If something pops up later that you're thinking about, feel free to jump in the AdLab Facebook group, post it up, and I'll make sure I get your questions answered, or one of my team will. So thanks for being here, guys. We're going to be doing these sporadically, at least once a month. We're going to have, a new small business type funnel or a new online funnel that I run you guys through. And, from there, just go run it and make money. Or go make money for a client so you can make more money. But I want to make sure that we do these, at a fairly regular interval, so that you get more and more ideas to go out there and go rock it. All right, guys, on behalf of everybody here at AdLab, thanks for coming out. I had a blast. Hope you did too. I like keeping it short. I like keeping it sweet. Have a great, great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you all soon. Be good.